Good morning guys from the summit of Mount Northcote.
We made another one.
6 AM we're in
Got up at 5:30.
Yeah. Alright, so there's been a bit of a change in plan. The weather has taken a bit of a turn and we just checked online. It says there's a storm which could come at 11, which has kind of ruined our plans, but that's alright. We're going to pack everything up and take our bags further up the trail and see if we can leave them to just do a bit of a side trip, but it's all weather dependent. Alright, quick little update. We've decided to skip the 3 peaks we were supposed to do this morning. It would just be too dangerous, like there's just cloud covering everything. We would be lucky to probably even find our track back here, to find our packs if we left them here. I think we'd barely even find the peaks, and a lot of them are quite rocky because they're like rock climbing summits and that sort of thing. So it's just too dangerous, and there's supposed to be a storm in like less than 3 hours, so we've still probably got at least 2 hours till we get to the hut where we're going to find shelter. So that's just where we're going to head now. So we'll head back up towards Kosciuszko summit where we were last night, and then back around to Seamans Hut. And yeah, we should make it with plenty of time before the storm. So we're leaving the packs here. We're going to go up to Mount Kosciuszko summit again, just for fun, just to be the only ones up there. I don't think anyone will be up there right now. It's so foggy, and yeah, why not? We're walking past anyway, so I'm going to go up to the summit one more time. So the weather's started to clear up. We have a bit of a game plan for now. We're going to head up to the top of this mountain here, which is Etheridge Ridge, and there's actually some public toilets at the bottom of that. I don't know if you can see, which we were a bit surprised about, but go have a look. And then we're going to do this peak, and then we're going to walk down this ridge to the corner over there, which is where we'll find Seamans Hut. And then we're going to reassess, check the weather again, see if this storm's still coming at about 11, and if not, we might continue on somewhere else. This side of Kosciuszko is definitely more commercialised. We've got little signs everywhere. The path is really nice, and obviously the toilet's up there. But that's just because like 90% of people who just come to do a day walk to Kosciuszko come from this direction. Made it to another summit! We're at Etheridge Ridge. Oh my god, it's so windy. It's basically just above like the public toilets that are down in the intersection. We hiked up with our backpacks, and oh my god, I nearly died. It was really hard. It's really steep, there's no track. And now it's so windy. We're nearly probably hitting 11 o'clock.
Nearly 11 o'clock, so I reckon there's rain or thunderstorms.
Yeah.
No. But there's a fair few people around now.
There's heaps around. They're
coming
hiking
from
up for the day.
Yeah. So we're going to make our way down to Seamans Hut.
Yeah.
And have a look through it there and have some lunch.
Yeah.
And then if the weather's still alright, we might push a little bit further on. See what happens.
Apparently get smashed. It hurts our face. Welcome to Seamans Hut. We're the only ones here as yet. I'm sure more will turn up. Got some books and stuff. And yeah, it's basically just 2 rooms for emergency shelter. Just emergency gear and stuff. And Matt just found Monopoly Deal, the card game. That's the one that we brought on the hike to play. Alright, another update. We had our lunch at Seamans Hut. It's a gorgeous little hut and really good for like a survival shelter. It's quite big, quite modern, stocked with a lot of wood. Even a lot of people have left like food and water and that sort of thing in there just in case you do get stuck.
Very well set up.
Yeah, it was really nice. And I actually had a toilet there as well. But yeah, there's quite a lot of people, so we didn't really vlog too much. Just stopping in because it's on the way up from Charlotte's Pass. to the summit of Kosciuszko, so it is a pretty popular track.
Yeah. And it's on the track.
Yeah,
like
it's right there. We were there about, what, 11:30?
Yeah, about.
It's kind of an early lunch.
Yeah.
So we looked at the map and decided that the best option would be to come to Cootapatamba. Is that how you say it?
We think.
Cootapamba Hut.
That's how you spell it.
Yeah.
So.
And there's pretty much only 2 huts really up here in the main range. And so obviously this is the second one. It's a lot smaller, it's a lot more out of the way.
It's an emergency only one.
Yeah.
So we'll be setting up the tent next
to
or
it,
close
near
to it. And at least we're near it if the thunder and lightning does come tonight.
We can get shelter.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty cute. It's bright red and it's literally in the middle of nowhere, but it's the direction we need to go tomorrow anyway, so it worked out well.
It's just a lot hard to get, like, we doubt anyone's going to be down here because it's just
Yeah.
off trail to get here, so.
Which might be nice.
Yeah.
So we just have to do a little river crossing and then we're nearly at the hut. We made it!
Got there!
Look at this bright red hut behind us.
Just as the rain started.
Yeah, it's literally
As you can see.
just started.
So, can confirm there's no track here as far as we can see from where we're standing. We followed the creek the whole way pretty much from Kosciuszko nearly.
Yeah.
But thankfully Ram's Head, which is where we're heading in the morning for another 2 peaks, is straight out the front door.
Very steep though.
So we're gonna, very steep. So we're gonna chill here and hopefully the rain passes a little bit and then set up tent and go from there.
Yeah, at least we've got shelter if a thunderstorm comes, so we're happy.
Pretty awesome though.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So this ladder comes from the roof, and basically when it gets, in the winter, when it gets snowed in, you can climb in from the outside of the top.
How cosy.
You haven't got a window, keeps that. At least we've got somewhere dry to put our bags for now. Got a little hut sign-in book, which we'll sign. But yeah, it's like brand new.
Got an airing.
Freshly renovated, I think.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Perfect if you're stuck out here.
Exactly, it's all you need, like just a tiny little shelter.
So we might play a card game or two in here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Until the rain passes and then set up.
Yeah. So we had a break in weather, so we set up our tent, hoping that we don't get the bad weather that's predicted, but we'll see. And then we've got the hut here, so just in case there is like lightning and stuff, we can just run inside here. And even if it's raining and stuff, we can have dinner in there and whatever, and then come back to our tent to sleep. But it's a beautiful spot, pretty funny because our tent matches the hut. And there's a river just down below that we'll go have a look at soon. So we're just about to cook dinner, a nice early one. And we've got the backcountry cottage pie.
Which is actually nice.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate backcountry. The cottage pie is not bad, I don't think.
There is a few that we've tried that we don't like, but
yeah.
the cottage pie is nice because it comes with potato in a separate sachet there.
And the meat's really nice.
Yeah.
It's not real, but it's nice.
And the potato's delicious. Anyway, besides the point. So we're sitting on our little step cooking here in front of our hut. And I was just reading on the back, hang on, let me turn it around. Just reading on the back, it says, add 125 mils, half a cup, or Mount Kosciuszko fill line of boiling water. How fitting is that?
And what's around the corner?
Mount Kosciuszko, somewhere. Dinner was delicious, and now we've got 2 hot chocolates ready to go. We're waiting to cool down because they're super hot from the jet boil. Matt's just found some baby trout in the river. So he's having fun watching those. We just washed all our dishes. Fresh as. This is the most beautiful spot. Own little private waterfall. And even down here, this bit here is actually really deep. Like you literally pretty much swim in it. So if it was a bit warmer, I would probably have a little bath in it, but it's pretty cold. So it's currently 7:30, we've had dinner, packed up our packs that were sitting in the hut. Well, they still are, just in case it rains, but we'll grab them out later when we go into the tent to go to sleep.
The weatherman doesn't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
It keeps saying possible, so...
Possible storm. We're pretty sure there's definitely going to be one tonight. It's not really supposed to come till
late.
Late, like maybe 11 or 12.
But now it's saying
or 3
possible
o'clock
tomorrow
or...
also, so it's like...
They don't even know.
And then they say possibly severe, so...
Yeah. Could be bad, maybe not. May not even be a storm.
We'll find out tomorrow.
But at least we're at a hut in case we need the shelter, so we're pretty happy with that. And it's a beautiful spot. We've had such a nice night down here. We just come down to the river just for a look. Matt found some fish before, so we've just been walking along. We've seen heaps. So it's pretty cool.
Heaps of brown trout around.
Yeah.
Or probably like, I don't know, 8 centimetres or so as well.
Yeah.
Like a decent sort of...
Not tiny, but
no,
yeah.
not tadpoles.
Yeah.
So no, it's pretty cool to see. If you ever go up to Ram's Head, near there, or Threadbow, make sure you try and find this hut.
Yeah, it's definitely a hike.
it.
Like, make sure you're prepared and experienced and whatever, but yeah, honestly worth it. Like, it's going to be a killer tomorrow getting up there, but
know your directions.
100% worth it. It's the most beautiful spot.
Yeah.
And the most unique hut.
We're glad no one else is here this afternoon.
So we're gonna, probably play some more Monopoly Deal. We've been typing in our phones like a little journal of like what we do each day, so we can remember and like put in like a photo book and stuff like that later on. So we'll finish those off, and then by then it's probably gonna be sunset. So if we have a nice one, we'll show you that. Otherwise, we'll end this vlog here and
hopefully get some sleep.
Yeah.
Last night was a bit
we did not sleep last night. I don't know what the go was. So hopefully we're exhausted now because we didn't sleep last night.
And just pass out.
Exactly. But we'll see what happens. Good morning, guys, from our new little home. We actually slept in here last night. As you saw, we set up our tent and everything and planned on sleeping in there and then just coming in here to wait out like the storm when it came, say half an hour or whatever.
Turns out the storms don't last half an hour up here.
Yeah. We jumped into bed just to have a lay down and kind of get ready for bed about 8 o'clock, pretty early, it was still light. And probably not even 5 minutes after being in the tent, there was a massive clap of thunder. It was like right above us. And obviously lightning as well. And we're just like, nah, like that was so loud. And if it's going to keep doing that, I don't know. I just didn't want to risk it.
So about 9 o'clock, I think, we made a decision. We're like, there was like a break in between a storm. We'll just like, let's just pack up the tent, bring the tent in here, bring our sleeping stuff in here, set up on the floor, go to sleep here, and thank God we did. Oh Tell you what.
Crazy.
Wild night. The storms are bad up here.
We woke up at least every 2 hours from massive, like really loud thunder. Really close.
It's moving a lot. The storm went for pretty much 10 hours. It went from like 8 o'clock last night when we said it started to about 6 this morning.
Basically non-stop, yeah.
And there was times when, the thunder and that was literally like above us. Yeah. Like you could just hear it and like rattle a window and stuff in here. And it was a pretty crazy night, but... And
pissed down rain all night, which is fine. Like if it was just rain, we would have slept outside, but... and hail, we heard hail on the roof, like... It was just so loud and wild.
Bit of
and the wind, the wind was plummeting through here.
And then you look out the window this morning.
It looks fine.
It looks like nothing ever happened.
Now we're just going to pack up our stuff. Just make sure there's no more storms coming. So there was supposed to be some today.
It was meant to be some today. At the moment we're going to try and stick to our plan to do the Ram's Heads today. And make our way over to the Threadbow ski lift to have a look too. But that will be dependent on the storms. If there's more coming tonight, we might even just make a mish for the car after doing the Ram's Heads because there's no more huts between here and Charlotte's Pass or the way we want to go back. Yeah. And we don't really want to get caught out in this again without a shelter. So.
But if it's clear, then we'll camp another night.
In for a good one.
Yeah.